Hi guys, just wanted to go on here quickly and talk about logical fallacies, and I'm just about to post can I post something? No. Okay, well I did post a link about 15 common logical fallacies. I can't do that on this video right now, but I wanted to talk a little bit about it. So logical fallacy is something that's faulty in an argument, where somebody is making an appeal to something in their argument that isn't logical, and it's actually a form of manipulation where they try to sway the outcome based on what they're saying in this argument that doesn't actually make any sense. So there are various kinds of logical fallacies. One of the most common ones is called ad hominem attacks, or character assassinations, where instead of analyzing the speech pattern, like what the person's actually saying in their argument, you attack their personality or speak about something unrelated, like the clothes that they're wearing or where they come from. And that, of course, demeans from the actual argument that they're making. There's many different types of logical fallacies, but the one that I wanted to mention right now is I see this a lot surrounding people trying to make changes in their lives. It's quite common where you come to somebody and you say, I've made this and this change based on becoming aware about this topic, or I want to make this change. One of the most common arguments I hear to this is, oh my God, how can you support this? You're a horrible person because you are not thinking of this, another thing, or you're not supporting that other thing. I just want to point out, those things are not related. That's why this is a logical fallacy. Why does it mean that if I, for example, stop eating processed food, I don't care about dying children? They're not related. I could be doing both at the same time. I've noticed that it's actually a mechanism to project or deflect from guilt about facing the point that's given up for awareness. Like, they're deflecting from the fact that the point that you're making is valid. And in order to do so, they'll say something like, yeah, but, how can you possibly ignore the wars going on in the world? So, first of all, that's a giant logical fallacy. You can support both things. And one last thing that I wanted to say about this before I go off. One of the main contributors to the destruction in the world is a lot of the consumerist and capitalist tendencies and practices and processed foods. Now, if people were to look into who are the major corporations that own all of these things, they would notice that giving them money is actually directly funding deforestation and wars and global terrors and all kinds of unethical practices. So I just want to put it out here right now before I go off that these things are all connected, and don't let anybody tell you that your little change isn't doing something. It's doing a hell of a lot. And at the same time, share your message, share your story. You don't know who's listening. Thank you so much for doing what you do, because it really does matter.